how's it going, everybody? Good to see you. This is Kevin. Thanks for joining me again here at Midwest Woodcraft. Today I'm out here to do challenge number 3 in the Spirit of the Woods Bushcraft Challenge series. A lot of you may have seen the one stick fire entry that I did a couple days ago for challenge number 2. Well, this is challenge number 3. This is an ongoing series of challenges, keeps going week by week, and basically last man standing wins. So if you're not a member of Spirit of the Woods, get over there and check them out. Really awesome group. It is religious based, but they are not pushy at all. Really awesome people, and if you're lucky, maybe you'll get over there and you'll be like me and they'll rub off on you a little bit. But today what we got to do for challenge number 3 is make bannock on a fire. And I've done this lots of times, and I'm going to try it a way today that I haven't tried it yet. I usually make it on a stick or plank right on the coals or something like that. Or maybe even in a Dutch oven. But today I am going to use my bush pot as an oven, and we'll just see how it works. I wanted to do this last night with dinner. I have like a garlic, salt, cheesy mix for my bannock bread, but it looks like we're going to have an Italian bread breakfast this morning. I got out here a little bit late. Ended up eating before I came out and not having supper out here last night. So that's cool. We'll still get her done. First order of business is starting a fire, and then we'll get our bannock going. So stick with me, and I'll be right back with you. First order of business is getting us a fire going. I'll be using this small ferro rod that's in my fire kit. I don't use it that much, so I just thought I'd get her out. Give her a try. Using a waxed cotton ball for tinder. Didn't feel like messing around too much. It's still pretty damp here in the area. And waxed cotton balls usually make pretty short work of it. So what I'm going to do here is get this fire going, get me a little coal bed going. Once I actually get the fire built, I'll probably shove my coals back over here because I already have some over there. We'll get this going, we'll let her burn down, and then we'll have some coals for baking. We'll let this go until we know it's going to be sustainable, and then we'll get to preparing the bannock. Put the camera on the wrong side. Well, we got her ripping good now. I just piled a bunch on there so it could get burning good and build us up a coal bed. So as soon as we get a good coal base here, we'll be baking. Alright, so let's see what I'm working with here. First I have a baggie here with some Parmesan cheese, parsley, garlic, pepper, and sugar. This was going to be originally for my supper last night. Like I said, I was going to have it with lasagna. That didn't materialize that way, but I'm going to go ahead and mix it up with the garlic and all that anyway, just see how it turns out for experimental reasons. I have my food tin bag here from Campcraft Outdoors. If you guys aren't familiar with Campcraft stuff, highly recommend you check them out. They make awesome wax canvas gear, all kinds of canvas stuff, haversacks, axe slings, bush pot bags, all kinds of awesome stuff. You'll see it in the background of my videos a lot. I carry a lot of their stuff. They make really, really awesome stuff. All made right here in the USA, right in Kentucky, family-owned business. Awesome, awesome people. But in there I have a few heavy-duty plastic bags for carrying water or whatever else I might need to carry. I have my baking mix here. I have a can of chicken for lunch later. And I have some oatmeal. I don't always carry canned stuff in here. It's usually dry goods, cuts down on the weight. This is really awesome for longer excursions, not so much for overnighters, but you can fit a bunch of these tins in this bag and you can carry a lot of food. But I'll usually carry like baking mix, beans, rice, things like that in there. Pasta, stuff that's light, easy to cook. I have some water. I don't know if I mentioned the bush pot yet, Ozark Trail bush pot. I just put a cable bail on there. It's down and dirty and anything special. Works really good, really affordable. Highly recommend that item. And then what I'm going to do here is, I have 2 pieces of cherry here that I cut. And it wasn't a very big diameter. I found a bigger piece of maple, but it was kind of punky. I didn't feel like messing around with it too much. I had some cherry right there, and I figured that wouldn't transfer an unpleasant taste to my food or anything. A lot of people cook with cherry. If anything else, it might make it taste a little bit better. But you can see I've kind of mitered the ends, 45 the ends here, because my piece isn't very wide. And I was wanting a wider piece just to kind of stick in here like this to use for a shelf. But what I'm going to do is take them 2 seams, put them together, and I'm just going to stick it in here this way. See how that works out for me. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully that'll work out and kind of give us the same effect. I'm a little bit concerned about the bread leaking down here in my seam, but if that happens, not a big huge deal. We'll get past it. Cooking on the fire, it don't always turn out perfect like at home, but it always tastes better. So we'll add our baking mix. And for Bannock mix, all I use, guys, is I use some I just use Jiffy mix, and I usually add some seasoning to it. This here is just plain inside the tin, but I got my seasoning and everything in here. So I'm going to add quite a bit in here. Probably more than I need. A lot of times if I'm doing this, if I'm just making a biscuit, or if you already have your seasoning in here, you can just stir this up right in here. Just make you a little pool, put a little bit of water in there, and then that keeps it from kind of sticking to everything. I brought this bag with the seasoning, so we'll use that. We'll make a big old mess doing it too. I'm not allowed to do that at home, or at least without getting in trouble. So I'll make a mess out here in the woods. So we got a bunch in here. I'm going to mix it up real good before we toss our water in there. Just kind of get our seasoning in there. And hopefully I got enough water. The trick here is I'm going to try not to add too much water at a time. If I need more, I can go get a little bit more. I got some more back up by the fire, but I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. I'm going to try to push a lot of the air out of this so I can manipulate it easier. And I'm just going to take and kind of mix that up in the baggie here. Easy way to do it out in the woods. You don't have to dirty any dishes. More importantly, you don't have to clean any dishes. Dirtying them is actually not that bad. It's the cleaning them that I have issue with. take a look at it here real quick. We're getting mixed up pretty good in there. And if it's too wet, I can always add a little bit more mix. Looks like I got it just about right though, actually. Get it all moved around in there a little bit and smashed together. Knead it up here. Smells awesome already. It tastes half as good when it's cooked as it smells now. We're going to be in awesome shape. I think I might have to add just a touch more water. But we'll see here. Actually, probably not. Try to collect everything from the inside there. There we got a nice dough ball. It's a little dry. I'm just going to keep working it. Got it just about right, actually. It's not sticking to me. That don't happen every day. So we'll make us a little loaf here. We'll actually even make a little loaf shape, see if it turns out. Take our planks. And it's probably going to get too big for our pot. But we're going to do it anyway, because that's just how we roll. Anyway, we're going to see if I can do this without messing it all up here. Take that, stick it in there, line it with the handle, because I'm going to set it down like this so I can pull it out with the handle. I don't know if you can see there, but we got our loaf in there. So then I'll stick her in the coals. Hopefully our coal bed's good. I'll stick it in the coals. We'll put something up against the door here to hold the door shut. And hopefully we'll have a little oven. So let me get everything moved back over to the fire and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, so we got our coal bed here. We're going to spread them out a little bit. Give us a nice base underneath. And then I'm just going to take and finagle that on top there on the coals. Hopefully you can see the bread there. And then I'm going to find something. Here we go. I'll stick this lid on here. That's probably going to be the trickiest part here, keeping this lid on. We'll just set that up there against the lid. It's not on 100% tight, but there we go. Gotta be smarter than the lid, Kevin. Anyhow, we'll let that go for a few minutes undisturbed, and here about 5 minutes or so we'll check it and see what kind of progress we're getting. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. Let's see what we got so far. Oh wow, that's looking awesome already. Man, look at that. Oh wow. I'm going to give that just a couple more minutes. Hopefully it gets done in the center. We're going to call her good, boys and girls. Sorry. Just got to get this lid thing figured out. Once I get the lid thing figured out, we'll be good. Really like my results so far. I'm going to remove some of these coals here though. back the heat down just a hair, because it looks like the outside was getting done, and as thick as that is, I don't see any way it's done in the middle. So we'll turn the heat down a little bit. Here I'm turning the dial down to about 250. Alright, so we're going to get the lid off here and check out our hopefully finished product, and it just looks absolutely freaking awesome. I hope it's done in the middle. I don't know if I should let it go any longer or not. I think I might just let it go another minute. Keep a close eye on it, maybe not put the lid on it all the way. I want to make sure it's done in the middle, but I don't want it to get burned either. So I'll just stay right here, keep a real close eye on it. Alright, here we go. We'll go ahead and take her off, see what we got. Okay, so now for the moment of truth. Get that out. We'll look her over. You can see it got a little, tiny little bit scorched right there on the back. Not too bad at all. Oh man, it just looks almost perfect. Hopefully it's half as good as it looks. Mosquitoes have come over since I got back over here. They want some too. Oh man. Look at that. It is just a tiny bit doughy in the middle. That tastes awesome. You can see there, a little tiny bit doughy in the middle. Oh man. That's good stuff. I'll tell you what, guys, that's good stuff. Like I said, it's a tad bit doughy in the middle, but it's still really, really good. It's more actually doughy on the bottom where the wood was. Maybe I should have made my plank a little thinner. I made it probably about 3/8 of an inch thick. But man, that is good. Alright, I quit bragging about my bread now. Jake, buddy, thanks for another awesome challenge. I know, Shane, you've had a little bit of influence on this too, so I really appreciate the challenges, guys. Thanks for the inspiration to get out and work on stuff. This was a new method for me. I'd made Bannock before, but I'd never done it this way. I'd never used this recipe before. As far as the seasonings and everything is really good. I think probably next time I would add maybe a little bit more garlic. But other than that, oh man, it's good. It tastes awesome. I wish you guys could taste it. Really good stuff. I know I keep saying that, but I'm not lying. So anyway, guys, mark it down in your calendars. May 23rd, 2018. Kevin from Midwest Woodcraft did something right. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Get out and try some of these challenges, guys. I do believe you can still enter. Get over to Spirit of the Woods, talk to Jake Lewis, Shane Witt. Great prizes, like I said. Bart Remling and Jake both putting up awesome prizes. Thanks again, guys. Thank you very much. Can't wait to see what everybody else comes up with for their Bannock. I know Brian did an awesome job. I know Francis, he may have had his posted by now already. I don't know. I've been out here since yesterday evening and have spotty signal at best, so trying to keep up, but not able to keep up on everything. So anyhow, this is Kevin, guys. I'll quit talking. Hope to see you in the woods real soon.